Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. You know the vibes you're rocking out with yours truly, the source. Showtime Shy. Yes, let me just see how my levels are sounding. I know usually it's 5 o'clock, but I feel like dropping the source now. We are in the mix of a heat wave. I am in my comfort zone right now. The AC is blasting. I have my partner on deck with me. Daffodil is in here. For those of y'all that have animals, make sure your animals are good. But yes, let me edit the privacy. Okay, let me see how we sound now. So I got some stuff that I wanna touch on. Let's see how we are sounding. I got some stuff that I. Okay, yeah, we sound good. So let me get to sharing this. Hopefully, my man, shout out to Rob the reporter. Rob the reporter could spread the magic too, like he did yesterday. I'm gonna drop some sauce, man. You know me. I'm gonna do what they can't do, what they scared to do, what they won't do. You know. But first, I gotta share this a little bit. I gotta share this a little bit. Lord of the Rings, there he is. Lord of the Rings. I gotta share this a little bit. I wanna get my I also wanna I gotta plug my. We are 4 orders away. We are in pre-order right now. We are 4 orders away from production. For those of y'all, into designer things. Designer things. Tap in with this right here. Tap in with this right here. Yes, this is my customized one of the first edition right here. Tap in with that right there. That is my shoe, my sneaker, my high end sneaker. The first of many. That's right, the first of many. But definitely tap in with that. We already have 3 pre-orders, like I said. Definitely tap in with that, man. If you are into the designer, high end leather, Italian leather, sneakers, styling, and all that, tap in with that, man. Real, y'all spend 500, 600 on other things and Jordans and all that. My sneakers is way better. I'm just being honest. So God is good. I'm humble. I'm grateful. But definitely tap in with that. Okay. Without further ado, let's get to the do. With the topic at hand, one of the first topics that I'm going to drop, and I'm going to expose. I'm going to expose. The topic at hand, one of the first topics that I'm going to drop. This is going to upset a lot of you guys. It's gonna upset a lot of y'all. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. A lot of y'all are gonna be upset, but like I like to say over here, hey, what do I know? But you guys are gonna be upset with this. Cause I'm gonna really break something down for y'all. Cause a lot of y'all be deaf, dumb, and blind. And watch how I break this down. Watch how I break this down. Yes, that's the signature sneaker right there. Tap in with that. But let's get to what I wanna really get into. Let's refresh this. We must refresh this first. And I'm going to watch how I'm gonna kill this, man. I was trying to wait for some more people to get in here. I was trying to wait for more people to get in here before I kill it. I'm gonna kill this right here. I am going to kill this. I really wanted more people to tap in with this, but you see what I just posted. This is the official purses of the fight, the pay-per-view fight Saturday night, right? Javante Davis made $1 million purse guaranteed. Now I know all you pro PBC guys, you're gonna say, "Oh, he's getting mad money on the back end. He's gonna get 12 million on the back end." You guys are gonna, you know, dupe the numbers up. But listen to this right here, right? He gets guaranteed only $1 million, right? Now, watch my game. This is why they can't stand me, but they can stand me. It's because my style is just too much. Like I'm too much for them, right? Here you have Leonard Ellaby, right? The whole week after the fight, all they talking about is how the house was packed, 16,000. He filled the arena, 16,000. It was an event. He's the cash cow, but yet he only made $1 million guaranteed for a pay-per-view fight, and he's the cash cow. But yet he sold out an arena when you only gave him $1 million guaranteed. Now, back in the day, Hitman Hearns, Hagler, check out the Three Kings. They fought 12 million, 17 million guaranteed. 12 million, 17 million guaranteed. Now here it is. Gervonta Davis just sold out the State Farms Arena where the Atlanta Hawks play at. But he was only guaranteed $1 million for a pay-per-view fight. What's wrong with that? And better yet, where is the money going? Because you just seen these guys just brag and boast about it being a packed house. So where is the actual money going? Now, you know you're going to get these haters, these naysayers going to get on here and say, oh, stop pocket watching. It's not about pocket watching. Pay attention to the source. Pay attention to the teaching, to the science that I'm giving to you. Because you always have people always talking about the money that they are being paid over there. The money that they're being paid over there. I think, if I'm not for nothing, I think the boy Devin Haney's purse was bigger than that against his last fight. And we all know what Teofimo's purse is going to be against Cambosa. So where is the actual money going over there? But they're supposed to be so paid, so well conversated over there. So where is all the actual money really going? Look at Erickson Lubin, the co-main event. He only made $200,000. And Rosario, $100,000. So where is the actual money going? Where is the actual funds going? We got to make it make sense. They sat up here and bragged and boast about him being the cash cow, but you only paid a cash cow $1 million. Salute to my guy that said excellent topic. My guy, Authentic Athletics out there, Niagara Falls, Canada. You know, I told him I was gonna drop the source on this, man. I was gonna do some teaching tonight, man. I was gonna do some teaching tonight. Charlie's not even seeing that money, man. And you know what it is? I've been telling the people this, man, but nobody wants to listen to me. It's like, hey, what do I know? The PBC has promoters, man. They have promoters over there, man. They are underneath promoters, man. They are underneath. Salute to my man Boo Boo, man, on the check-in, man. Charles Reed, what up, brother? Yeah, man, he did get better, $1 million. Like, come on, man. But you know, you're gonna get these people that say he's making 10 million on the back end side. So if that's the case, they should have gave him a $10 million purse. Give him a $10 million purse, man. He should have got He should have got guaranteed 10 million. He's the cash cow, right? He's the superstar, the pay-per-view star. He sold out the State Farm Arena, but yet he was only given $1 million guaranteed purse. It's things that make you go, Things that make you go home. But look at these numbers. These are the actual purses that these guys got, man. You had guys on the undercard fighting for $2,000. $2,000. $4,000, 15,000, 10,000, 10,000. All right, now if you add, somebody get a calculator, add all of that up, right? Add all of that up, right? 1 million, 1.5, right? That's 1.5. Then you have 2, 300, 1.8. It looks like, I'm gonna just say roughly, all those salaries combined, give or take 2.2, 2.3 million, right? The gate alone, the gate alone, they said it was packed out, 16,000. The gate alone should have covered that. So where is the actual money going? That's not even the pay-per-view yet. We don't even know what the pay-per-view did. Where is the actual money going? And that's not even the money that people spent up in there on drinks and just overall. The question should be, why did he as a boxer agree to that deal? He has to. When you sell your soul to the devil, you got to take what the devil offers you. You have to take what the devil offers you. You see what Lord of the Rings said, Charlie. When you sell your soul to the devil, you have to take what the devil gives you. And look what Lord of the Rings said right here. You get what you negotiate. He negotiated his deal a long time ago. That's why he's getting paid what he's getting paid. And it brings me back to what I just stated. They fought a championship fight, but you can make more money fighting YouTubers. That's crazy, right? They just fought a world championship fight, pay-per-view fight on Showtime. But you can make more money fighting a YouTuber. That's crazy. Listen, that whole build. Now, you see how I just added that up, right? You see how I just added that whole bill up? I want y'all to catch this source right here. I'm giving y'all some exclusives tonight, man. That's why I try to tell you, man. What I do over here is something special. This is God's work. This is God's hand. This is God's blessing. You see how I added the whole purse up with all the fighters, right? You see what I just said about the YouTuber? Yo, the YouTuber that fought Floyd Mayweather made more money by himself than this whole entire card put together. That's why I added that up for y'all. Are y'all catching this sauce tonight? Bing! Are y'all catching this sauce tonight, man? Shout out to my man. He said facts. Are y'all catching this, man? Are y'all catching this? For those of y'all that's missing out, play it on the playback, steal it, try to run with it, duplicate it. It won't be the same sandwich like my man told him to strap. It's not the same sandwich because I'm breaking it down for y'all right now, man. But that is crazy. And now you're gonna get these guys these guys that get paid to spin stories. They're gonna come. I'm telling you, I know this game. I've been in it for a while, but I'm done with it. Like I said, I do other things. Tap into the sneakers, man. Tap into the kicks, man. I got some hot kicks, man. This is the link right here. Shout out to my man Malik. Malik copped 2 pairs today. I'm trying to sell a pair a day, man. We just launched them yesterday. I want to have 30 sales by the end of the month. Right now I got 3. But that's reasonable. That's trying to sell a pair of nice leather, Italian leather, high end designer sneakers. The Sizzle Shanewz signature. First of many to come. Trust and believe that, man. Trust and believe that, man. Definitely tap into that, man. That's a fact, man. Boxing is not the same no more. Great comment. You are not lying. Boxing is it's a dying art right now, man. It's a dying art, man. These guys are fighting pay-per-view fights and getting paid peanuts. Peanuts, man. I just showed it to you. He was guaranteed $1 million purse for a pay-per-view fight, man. That's crazy. But then you have Teofimo Lopez. When he does fight on pay-per-view on Triller, he got guaranteed 6.1, right? Was it 6.1 or it was something like that, right? 6.1 million? 6.1. 6.1. Now that's a little better. That's a lot better. But they're gonna say that Tank Davis making more money than him. Trust and believe. Why? Watch the spinouts that come out. Yo, nah, he made $12 million on the back end. Prove it. See, that's the one thing that I hate about the back end. You can never prove the back end. That's why when these guys try to cross the street and go fight, and they ask Bob Aaron for these outlandish numbers, $10 million and all these type of numbers that they never seen in their life, he shuts them down because you cannot prove the back end. But that's their biggest thing, that they get taken care of underneath the table. Nah, no, you don't. You get the CB4 kit. They put you in jewelry. They give you cars to make you to look like. You hear what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez already exposed y'all. He was talking to all of y'all. He just wasn't talking to Boo Boo. He was talking to all y'all. You need payday. You need payday. You need payday. Because y'all niggas not getting that payday, man. And it hurts me to say it. It hurts me to expose it. And it hurts me to tell it. But it is what it is, man. Because like I said, at the end of the day, this is God's voice. This is God's work. The truth needs to be told, man. People been living a lie for too long. Like y'all say, numbers don't lie. Add all those numbers up right there. Tell me what do you get? Tell me what you get, man. Add all those numbers up, man. I don't even see a $3 million budget for the fighters. But yet, I just told you the YouTuber made 10 M's against Floyd Mayweather. That's more than that whole card right there put together. That's 3 times more, 4 times more, man. Fucking YouTuber, man. That's crazy, man. That's why I said, man, boxing needs help. These promoters need help. These fighters definitely need help, man. Because they out here. That's why I see why a lot of fighters are losing their minds and doing what they're doing. Because they've been living lies for so long. And the lie always has to change, but the truth remains the same. And y'all not adding up. Y'all are not adding up. And it's showing right now. Like I just said, this kid, the cash cow that they was calling them, the in-house fighter, just sold out the State Farm's arena. Sold it out. But yet he only got $1 million guaranteed. And he fought on pay-per-view. So you got to let me know, man. Who is really getting all the rest of that money, man? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that was just made this weekend, man. He only got $1 million guaranteed. So where is the rest of that going? The damn sure ain't going to none of these fighters. So please stop saying that these fighters over there are making the crazy buku dollars. It's showing right here. The co-main event, 200,000, 100,000, 300,000 between the two of them. 300,000, man. So please, man, please knock it off, man. Knock it off, man. Yes, he is. He definitely is Lord of the Rings. He definitely is. They like I told my man, we was discussing this. I said, yo, those dudes are con artists, man. Well, they what's my man's name that got locked up? The Posse. Can't think of his name right now, man. Somebody that's out there, tap in. He was doing the Posse schemes, man. What's my man's name, man? Can't think of his name right now, man. It's on the tip of my tongue, man. He was scheming everybody out of their bread. You know, they was investing into like a 401k, like a pyramid. He was taking all the money. Yeah, Madoff. There it is. Shout out to Lord of the Rings, one of the top producers of the show. Bernie Madoff. That's what's going on over there. Allaby Madoff. He made off. Allaby and the rest of his partners made off with the rest of the millions. I said, yo, trust and believe. It was mega millions made this weekend in the A. They took that city to town. Allaby made off. Yeah, listen, he made off. They took the A to town, man. Yeah, that's what they do. They exploit the black man. They took them to town this week, man. All those good people, those fancy colored folk. Now I'm gonna talk my stuff. All those fancy colored folk down there in the A that's doing good for themselves. They paid good money. They had on their fancy threads. They came out to a show, and Ellaby and his guys made off because Javante didn't. He made $1 million guaranteed. He was the one out there fighting, doing backflips. You know, he was on his Ringling Brothers and Ball and Bailey circus. He did a backflip off the top ropes, scored an impressive knockout, only to be paid $1 million guaranteed dollars. Damn. They made off. Bernie made off. Man, sad, man. It's sad, but sometimes we have to give these people a reminder of what's really going on. What's really going on? But let's switch topics real quick. Let's switch topics. Yeah, you're right. Look what Lord of the Rings. Excellent point. Under the influence of alcohol makes you do things you normally wouldn't do. Yeah, they take advantage of those guys. They taking advantage of all those guys over there. That's what they do. I told you, they give them the starter kit. They give them the jewelry, the cars. They throw the women at them. And you know, that's what they do. But let's switch topics. I got an excellent. Roy Jones is on the Olympics committee's bumper as far as wanting his gold medal. And he made a valid point in regards to not wanting to see fighters be robbed anymore. Excellent point, excuse me. He made a valid point to not wanting to see, to just wanting it to be a fair fight. Now, I don't know if that would ever be the case in boxing because you know how corrupt boxing is. You see it time and time again. Guys get robbed. They unfortunately they fight some of the best fights of their life and they don't get the decision. That's why sometimes you can't leave it up to the hands of the judges. It's a saying in the hood. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You have to apply that same theory into the ring. Don't leave it in the judge's hands. You can't. Judges are paid off. It is what it is. They're corrupt. You know, it is what it is, man. Boxing is a very, 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 very corrupt business. But nonetheless, they need to reward Roy Jones his medal, his gold medal that he won in the 88. I believe that was Seoul Korea, right? The 88 games, man. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was the Seoul Korea games. And yeah, killer instinct. That's a fact. Killer instinct. You can't leave it in the hands of the judges, man. You can't. You can't. Let me ask y'all this too, man. Getting back to Javante. What was your whole thoughts on that whole I know Coach Calvin really be wanting to say something, but like we talked about earlier, you can't bite the hand that feeds you. You see how Floyd jumped into the corner? You know, all right. That's that man's corner. He is the head trainer, teacher. That is his son. He's been with him from day one. He groomed him. He got him to that level. But that's not the first time Floyd has done that, nor is it the second. But what is your overall just thoughts on that, man? All right, I know you're on edge because you're his promoter. You have a lot of money at stake. Mayweather made off. But you have to let the coach work. He is trying to give out instructions. And you are over there yelling, telling him that he's down on a scorecard. I know you're trying to motivate. That's what y'all said to try to clean it up. But how do you how do you just like that? Basically, you're stepping on his toes, man. He's trying to give out instructions because he's seen something in the round. Yeah, he better leave it. Well, you know how they move. You heard what they said, man. They in-house, man. He'll be all right. He's not gonna fight no killers, man. He's not gonna fight guys like Regis Progress. He's gonna fight another safe 140 opponent. He won't fight Josh Taylor. He won't fight a Jose Ramirez. He's not gonna fight guys like that. It just is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know. I'm glad he came out and exposed that, man. That was like a pat on my back because I've been telling people that for years. Like that's what they do over there. They are in-house fighters. They're not. They have so many fighters over there. They could do that. They could do that. They don't have to risk being exposed. They don't have to risk coming off the porch, fighting against other world-class competition from other companies, other managements, entities, if you want to call it that. That's why I said, like, I seen the what I told Larry Rings earlier. Tyson Fury is getting grade A sparring. I know that firsthand. He's sparring guys like Jared Big Baby Anderson. He's sparring F.A. Adambe. Hopefully I said his name right. He's getting world-class sparring. Not in-house sparring. You know, it's a difference, man. See, when you get in-house sparring to fuck you up. It'll get you beat up. Because you're only fighting in-house, so 9 times out of 10, when you get in-house sparring, you're probably the big dog. You're probably the big fish in the pond. So you're not really getting pushed. You're not really getting that, how they say, grade A work. But when you are swimming in the ocean and you are getting A-class level work from all over, it sharpens you up. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Lord of the Rings said he is fighting Butterbean next. Make the elephant disappear from the room, Tank. You know, they're going to hook him up with somebody, man. You heard what they said, man. They have enough 130, 135, and 140-pound fighters for him, man. They'll find somebody for him to fight, man. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you who he won't be fighting, who's over there, but they're going to keep him far and away from him. Shout out to Polo the Dawn. Oh, Pretty Boy James. Look at my man. Right here. Pretty Boy James, man. Tyrone James. Salute to Tyrone James. Undefeated 154-pounder, man. Hell of a fighter. Signed the Star Box and Joe LaGuardia, man. Undefeated, man. He sells and packs out the Paramount, man. And New York is opening back up. So hopefully we will see Jackpot Tyrone James in action down there at the Paramount. He definitely puts on a hell of a show, man. If you get a chance, whenever Tyrone James is on the bill, definitely pull up, man. He puts on a hell of a performance. He gets guys out of there, uppercuts, vicious body punches, and like Floyd Mayweather and I like to say, he is an entertainer. He puts on the show. He comes out styling, you know, very charismatic, fan-friendly. And he brings the crowd, man. He brings the whole Nassau. Shout out to Elmont, Queens, Brooklyn, the whole Nassau, man. He brings them out, man. Salute to Tyrone James, man. Can't wait to see you in action, my guy. Can't wait to see you back in the ring, man. You are definitely good for the sport. You definitely are a hitter, man. He definitely is a hitter. But that's Tyrone James, Jackpot. But yeah, back to Tank, right? I don't know where he can go from here at 140, but like I was saying, you know who they're going to keep him away from? Gary Antoine Russell. And he is number 5, man. Now, that fight could easily be made, right? Listen to what they said. Listen to what Floyd said. They're keeping it in-house. Antoine the Dawn Polo the Dawn, Twan the Dawn, man, Mambo Sauce. He is a fighter underneath the umbrella. That fight could easily be made, man. But will they make it? I seriously doubt it. I would put my house on it. They'll listen. Polo's climbing the ranks, man. Yo, Polo's climbing the way. Yeah, that's you hit the man. Lord of the Rings is on one today. You hit the hammer on the nail. They will say he can't sell. That's what they say about everybody. That's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say about everybody that they don't want to fight. Everybody they don't want to fight. Yo, I'm glad you just brought that up, right? Check this out, right? They say he can't sell, right? Yeah, they say he can't sell, right? Yeah, Mario Barrios sell. That fight wasn't in San Antonio. It was in the A. Now, if it was in San Antonio, yeah, Mario Barrios probably would have packed it out. The Alamo Dome and all that. But they fought in the A. They fought in like Black Hollywood, man. Black Hollywood. So you mean to tell me if Tank Davis was to fight, say he fought Gary, Big Gary, not even Antoine. If he fought Gary, right, and they brought that fight somewhere in the DFW, DC, Maryland, Virginia, they won't sell? Do you think they'd be able to use that there? That it won't sell? That he can't sell? So you mean to tell me if they fight, because they both pretty much from Maryland. You know, Gary and them is from DC by way of Capitol Heights, Maryland. That's a suburb out of the DC area. Tank is from Baltimore. So you mean to tell me if they was to fight in the DMV, I said DFW. Shout out to Dallas, man, Fort Worth and all that. But if they was to fight in the DMV, they couldn't sell out an arena. Thank you, man. Thank you. They couldn't sell out an arena. They couldn't pack out. Where did the Bullets play? The Wizards. Sorry, man. The Wizards. Watch the Capitol Center. They couldn't sell it out. Fact, it would sell out, man. They say he won't sell. He won't sell. Like, come on, hey, we gotta. He's like Leonard Ellaby said. You stole my line. You ran my line. Make it make sense. We gotta make it make sense. If they fought, listen, man. If they, a small time Ricky Dink promoter could sell that. If Tank Davis and Gary Russell fought in the DMV, a promoter on his way coming in the game could blow that fight up in the DMV. Because that fight is going to sell itself in the DMV. Baltimore, DC. That's a rivalry right there. For all my people that is familiar with that region, that's a rivalry between Baltimore and DC. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know, man? But they're gonna keep him away from anybody, because like I said, man, Floyd has got to make his money off his investments. He has got to make his money off his investment, man. Off his investment. Here is the link. Now you heard my phone ringing earlier. I'm gonna post the link right here. If you wanna tap into the sneakers, that's the link right there. Check them out. I'm on the pod because I can't talk right now. But yes, that fight will sell, man. They got to stop using that. That's another lame excuse that I hate that they run with, man. That they always say, oh, he won't sell. It doesn't matter. You're not paying them. It doesn't matter. Listen, Tank sells, right? Tank sells out arenas, but you only gave him $1 million. So it doesn't matter who he fights, man. You're not paying them. Like you said, make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't matter if he fights somebody that doesn't sell. You don't pay him what he's worth anyway. You gave him $1 million. He just sold out State Farm's arena. You gave him $1 million guaranteed. Damn, I'm killing y'all today, ain't I, man? I'm killing y'all today, huh? Huh? Facts, man. The truth hurts, man. See, somebody got to speak it, man. Somebody got to speak it, man. But see, like I said, at the end of the day, it does me no never minds no more. Because, like I said, I done graduated. This is just my radio show now. This is my podcast. Like, I'm not really big on trying to do media like that no more. Because when I was, y'all tried to blackball me. Y'all tried to act like I wasn't who I was. So now I do what I do, man. I just do what I do. I watch, I enjoy boxing, and I give my opinion. Like I say, hey, what do I know? What do I know? But yes, let's get on with the show, man. It's looking like a strong possibility that Mikey Garcia and Regis Progress might be headed for a dance, man. I talked to my guy, I'm connected with a couple people. I talked to my guy, man, one of his coaches, man, and it's looking like it's a strong possibility, man. What's you guys' thoughts on that fight, man? That's a good fight, man. I believe both of them have one loss, right? Mikey got one loss to Earl, and I believe Regis got the one loss to Josh Taylor, man. That'll be a hell of a scrap, man, at 140. And Regis, what I like about Regis, man, Regis fights with a chip on his shoulder. Chip on his shoulder, man. And as a diehard boxing fan, you can respect that, man. You could just respect that, man. You gotta love that, man, about him, man. You gotta love that, man. You definitely gotta love that. I seen to put something else out there in the air real quick. You think Mikey will win? I don't know, man. Regis is a dog, man. Mikey really never got pushed at 140. Remember he fought Broner. Broner never let his hands go. He fought Robert Garcia. I mean, not Robert Garcia. He fought Robert Easter Jr. Robert Garcia is his brother's trainer. He fought Robert Easter Jr. the same thing. See, Regis will let his hands go, man. Regis will let his hands go. And Earl Spence gave guys the blueprint on how to beat Mikey Garcia. Gave him the blueprint, man. All you got to do is study that tape. Study that tape, man. Take what you need to take from that tape. Earl Spence gave the blueprint. The blueprint, man. On how to fight him and make him uncomfortable out there. Who you saying has no power? Regis or Mikey? But yeah, Earl Spence gave the blueprint on how to stop him. I see that's what I wanted to talk on too, man. Before I forget about that, man. I seen that Regis. You saying Regis has Regis gets some stops, man. Regis is a dog, man. He's just, what it is? He's just a workman. He's like he wears you out, man. But yo, I seen this. I want to touch this too, man. We'll get back on that fight in a second. Danny Garcia was on. He was talking to Ness, the boxing voice, about really seriously moving to 154. Right? I don't think he could do anything at 154. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to give my opinion. Feel free to chime in. I don't think he could do anything at 154. I'm going to say this why. When he fought the top guys at 147, he always came up short. And I say the top guys. I'm talking about the top guys over there. Thurman, close, but he didn't get it done. Sean Porter, close, but he didn't get it done. Earl Spence, he didn't get it done. Now he's talking about moving up to a whole nother weight division and challenging guy. Yeah, Charlo would stop him. Charlo's too big for him and wild and strong. Yeah, a good fight for him. Like I seen them, they put what's the name's name out there, Tony Harrison. But I even think Tony Harrison might be too big for him, man. Like that no look hook. I don't, it's past. That's a powerful punch. But at 154, is he gonna stop anybody with that? You know, he'll stop a 154 like him. That's not a true 154. That's moving up. That's that's just like I said. That's just moving up. But that's not a true 154. But like a season 154, like say like a guy like Julian J. Rock Williams, hurt him. Even Erickson Lubin just came off a fight with Rosario. I think they hurt him, man. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. I'm just saying, like my man that was just on here, Tyrone James would stop him. Tyrone James would stop Danny Garcia at 154. It's just it's a different type of animal, man. It's a different type of animal. It's like those guys make 154, and then when they rehydrate the next day, they're a different type of animal. You never experienced that. You fought at 140, 147. Like it's just a different water, man. Yeah, bring it. Lord of the Rings says, "Smack it down. Bring your own hook." Yeah, I don't really see him doing anything at 154, man. Maybe if he was to fight like a guy like a Keith Thurman, a welterweight that's going up there to fight him, and they're both really the same. But like guys that been campaigning in that division, like even a young guy that just fought on Saturday in Kentucky, Charles Cornwell, would stop him, would hurt him. These guys are strong 154 pounders. They're hurting him, man. They will hurt him. He needs to fight a guy like the kid that just lost to Caldwell. But I don't even think I think he'll push him and give him everything he has. Wendy Tucson. Shout out to Wendy Tucson. That'd be a good fight for him at 154. Like you need to test the waters, bro. Like pump your brakes a little bit, Danny. You calling out the heavy hitters like Charlo and Tony Harrison, and you gotta test the waters, man. Throw your fishing pole in the water first. See if you can catch something, man. Just to try to jump out there and get in there with the piranhas and the sharks and the real killers out there is gonna get you ate up. It's gonna get your head hit, man. it's gonna get your head hit. But hey, what do I know? You need to test the waters, man. I'm telling you, man. But you know what it is, man? Those guys over there are just so comfortable, man. Because it goes back to what I was saying earlier. All that in-house fighting. When you do a lot of in-house fighting, you lose touch with reality. You don't really understand because you're so accustomed to fighting your own guys. I'm telling you, 154 is a total different monster. Like my man that just fought. What's the Lord of the Rings, man? He just fought on the undercard at the Dominican strong. They call him the Bronco. Carlos Abdomen. I think I said his name. I might have said it wrong. Yo, he would break Danny Garcia up at 154, man. Dudes are strong, man. These is dudes that make that 154, and then the next night, them niggas is damn near super middleweights. They damn near super middleweight. You never experienced that, my guy. I know you're gonna say, yo, I spar bigger guys in the gym. Yeah, that's sparring. But when you are sparring, you're sparring with 16-ounce joints on. When you go underneath the lights to do it and you fighting these big guys, you're gonna be fighting in 10-ounce, maybe even 8-ounce gloves, man. That thump and that crack is a little different. But like I like to say, hey, what do I know? I know something. I know I've been covering this sport my whole life. I've been in the gyms. Shout out to cousin Poison, Junior Jones. I seen my cousin knock many of people out. Seen my other cousin knock many of people out on the streets. So I know a little something. I know a little something. But hey, what do I know? But yeah, Danny Garcia, man, I would advise you, if I was your advisor, just to pump your brakes, man. Test the water, man. Test the water, man, because 154 is a different type of animal. And you came up short against some of the top guys over there at 147. That's why, like, I'm telling you, I think Terrence Crawford would have wrecked you, bro. Would have wrecked you. Just being honest, man. Just being honest, man. I've been around both y'all in person. Terrence Crawford's fist is like, he has a big ass fist, man. He has a heavyweight's fist, man. And on fight night when they fighting them 8 ounce, 10 ounce joints, he'll club your brain in, man. You seen how he did Cal Brook. Seen how he did Cal Brook. One shot, man. One shot deal, man. It was one punch that turned that whole fight around. That clubbing shot, man. Turned the whole fight around, man. Cal Brook, up until that point, was fighting a pretty good fight. But Terrence got his timing down and clubbed him. Clubbed him, man. Knocked him into next week, man. He didn't even know what hit him. That's because Terrence Crawford, man, if you ever get a chance to see him in person, look how big his hand is. He has like some of the biggest hands I ever seen on a smaller guy like that. When I say smaller guy, I mean that not saying he's a small guy, like a guy that fights in a lower weight division like that. Usually those guys' hands are like Floyd's. They're brittle. They're little. They don't have big hands, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all, what I'm saying, man. You know, everybody doesn't understand. And sometimes it's hard to explain. It just is, man. But hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. You know what? We are about to tap out. I am going to take my dog out for her walk now. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Shout out to my guy, Pretty Boy, Jackpot, Tyrone James tapping in the comments. As always, Lord of the Rings co-producer of the show. Shout out to my boy Charles Reed, Boo Boo, you know, a former neighbor of mine in the projects. I appreciate that. And once again, let me just plug the sneaker, man. Tap in with this, man. For those of y'all into fine things, man, jump on it, man. This is the first of many. This is the signature sauce right here. The sizzle, the Shanewz, man. Italian leather, high end. Custom made high tops, man. Custom made. They are made to order. You know, made to order, custom made. Salute to Malik. Salute to the others that place their orders. Continue to have them coming in. We are getting them out. They're shipped for free from Italy. Yes, from Italy. So those of y'all that's into Balenciaga and all these other designers, Christian Dior and all that, tap in with the sizzles, man. The sizzles is just like those. Pretty soon, the sizzle name will be just as big as those. Trust and believe that. You believe, you receive, and you shall achieve. And I know God is going to do that for me, man. But once again, I just like to thank everybody for tuning in. You know, keep God first and anything is possible. You know the vibes. I holla.